So for the Fairytale challenge, I decided to make up my own story. It's about a fairy who wanders into the woods, she follows a glittery trail and touches the wrong magic tree and turns into a freakish tree woman thing who comes out of the ground. I wanted the fairy's makeup to still be on the dramatic side and a little bit colorful, so this is what I came up with. So let's start by priming our face. I'm using the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer as a base before going in with foundation. This is going to give us a nice smooth base, smooth out any imperfections, and prime the skin so that the foundation sticks on and lasts longer. For foundation, I'm using the NYX HD Studio Foundation in the color Sand Beige, and I'm just stippling this all over the skin to give me a nice, smooth, flawless complexion. I'm going to set the face using this contour palette from NYX, and I'm taking the middle two lightest shades, and I'm using that just to set the face, especially under the eye area. And then I'm going to contour my face using the middle two shades from the contour side of the palette, and I'm just going on the cheekbones, the jawline, wherever you would normally contour your face. Moving on to the eyes, I'm using this eyeshadow base from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just applying this all over so that the eyeshadow doesn't crease and it sticks onto my eye. Even though we're doing a cut crease, we still want that to be neat. We don't want the eyeshadows actually creasing. The first shadow that I'm using is called Blue Jeans. It is a shimmery blue shade, and I'm actually using the Pro Lip Brush from NYX to put this into the crease because it was the perfect size, and you basically just want to draw a blue rainbow going through your crease. It's really harsh, but don't worry, we will blend it out. Next, I'm going in with Punk Heart. It is a shimmery purple shade, and with that same lip brush, I'm just going over top of that Blue Jeans shade just to deepen it up, and then I'm also flicking it upwards to help blend out that crease area. To add a little bit more depth and pinkness to the eyes, I'm using this ombre blush in the color Codebreaker. And on a pencil brush, I'm just buffing this into the crease very lightly, and then go in with any fluffy brush just to help blend that out even more. For the eyelid area, I'm just taking a concealer on this flat detail brush from NYX, and I'm using this to carve out the whole lid area to give us a super, super sharp cut crease. You want to work one eye at a time because this will transfer up into your crease. So before we move on to the next eye, I'm going to set it with the color Frostbite from NYX. This shade gives like a white bluish iridescence, and it is perfect for this eye look. So you just want to use that same brush and just pat it all over the lid area all the way up to the crease without going into those blue shades. Remember that whenever you are working on your lid area, you want to look down into your mirror so you can access the whole lid space a lot easier. If you're looking straight into your mirror, or if the mirror is too high, you're going to end up squinting and it's going to be a little difficult to access that area. So if you have that problem, try moving your mirror downwards a little bit, put your chin up a little bit too, and it will be so much easier, trust me. So I got a little excited and I went straight to eyeliner. Definitely do glitter before eyeliner, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. So here I'm just making some really dramatic wings with some black gel liner. You pretty much just make a triangle on the outside of your eye and then fill in the rest of the empty spaces. Before applying the glitter, I'm using the NYX Glitter Primer. This is just a sticky base so that the glitter just sticks right on, and I'm just applying it with that same brush that we did our eyeshadow with. And I'm mixing these two glitters together. We have Ice and Violet. I'm mixing those two together to create my perfect shade. And if you did it out of order like I did and it's going all over the place, don't worry, it's okay. You can always go back in and just retouch up your eyeliner if necessary. I quickly applied some mascara, and now I'm going in with false lashes. These are the Wicked Lashes from NYX, and they're in the style Fatale. I felt like these were the perfect pixie fairy kind of lashes. And now we're moving on to the whole forehead area. I'm first going in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk. It is just a creamy white big jumbo pencil. The name is perfect for what it is. You're really not going to see this that much once the look is finally complete, but it's really necessary because it's going to blank out your eyebrows so that you really don't see them. And it's also going to add a stickiness and a base for what we're going to be putting on the top of it. I'm going to use these three lipsticks for the rest of the forehead area. The first one is the color Rose. It is a macaroon lippy from NYX. The next one is Lavender. This is another macaroon lipstick from NYX. And then I have Envy. This is a Wicked lippy from NYX. You can put them in whatever order you want on your head, and then I just use my finger to blend it out. And don't be afraid to go up into your hairline as well so that you don't have any stopping points. Using my NYX Pro Contour Brush, I'm using that little glitter concoction that that I made with ice and violet glitters from NYX, and I'm just pressing that all over the wet lipstick area. Then I decided to apply some silver leaf. You can get this at your local craft store, and preferably don't apply it outside because it was really difficult, let me tell you. The wind just wanted to take that right off of my face. So if you do this inside, it will be a lot easier. Just work small amounts at a time and try to prevent your fingertips from getting sticky because it will stick right back onto your fingers and not on the surface that you want. I'm adding some of that frostbite eyeshadow onto the center of my face, and this fairy is going to strobe. So we're going to put this all over the center of the forehead and also drag it down the center of the nose. I'm applying that blue jeans eyeshadow to the bottom lash line, and then I'm blending it out with that Code Breaker ombre blush. Working on the bottom lash line is completely opposite with the top, so instead of looking down into your mirror, bring your mirror above you and look up into it, and it will be easier to access the bottom lash line. And then I'm applying that frostbite eyeshadow to the cheekbones to balance it out and give me a very shiny, shimmery effect. I decided to use that ombre blush for what it's meant for and apply it to my cheeks. I wanted to give myself an ombre hot pink lip, so the ombre lip duo in Pink Bubbles and Caviar from NYX was the perfect lip combo for this fairy makeup look. I curled my hair with the Eva NYC clip-free curler, and then I decided to give myself a front braid. To help me with this step, I used the Redken Braid Aid just to define my braid and prep it for it so that it's easier to style, and then I just went in and gave myself a French braid right in the front of my head. And then so my hair matched my face, I went in with the Redken Metal Fix. It's a metallic liquid pomade. It just gives a metallic, glittery, shimmery effect into the hair, and that way I'm shimmery all over. I made the costume out of 6 yards of fabric from my local craft store. I just tied it at the shoulder, stitched the front pieces together so it covered up the boobage, and added point cuts to the bottom for that extra pixie vibe. So now that we've completed the fairy portion of this makeup tutorial, we can move on to the tree woman thing. To start off this look, I'm using the NYX Wicked Lippy in the color Trickery, and I'm just using this lipstick to contour my face. It is an olive green shimmery shade, and I thought that it was perfect for this look, so just use this product wherever you would contour your face, and it can be really messy. Nothing about this look is super precise, so in my opinion, this look turns out to be a whole lot easier than the fairy look, so you could really go ham with this and get a little dirty and messy with your makeup. I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color French Fries, and I'm putting that all over the eyelid, bringing it all the way up into the eyebrow and blending it out. Then to deepen up the lash line, I'm taking the Black Bean Jumbo Eye Pencil from NYX, and I'm smudging it all over the lash line and into the waterline. And if you watch my videos, you know that putting stuff in my waterline is almost impossible because I'm such a baby and my eyes water like crazy, but do that. Smudge it around, make it look extra messy. Next, I'm taking the Explicit Eyeshadow Quad from NYX, and I'm taking that top right shade. And with this all over shadow brush, I'm just buffing this color all over the eye, wherever we put that French fries color. I'm applying NYX's Wicked Lashes in the style Sinful. And now I need some toilet paper for my neck. This is how I created the whole tree trunk looking neck. You first want to lay down a generous layer of liquid latex and then rip apart a small piece of toilet paper so that all the edges are frayed and not such a perfect square, and then you lay it on top of the liquid latex. Layer over another layer of liquid latex and let it dry. Repeat this all over the neck and chest area, however far you want to go, and then you want to set the crap out of this area. I'm using the NYX Color Correcting Powder with the NYX Pro Multi-Purpose Buffing Brush, and just set that whole entire area until it's completely dried. I'm stippling the NYX HD Studio Foundation in the color Soft Beige all over the neck and chest area so that it blends in with the skin. I'm going back in with that Trickery Wicked Lippy from NYX, and I'm pretty much just coloring in stripes all over this neck area, and then I'm really getting that on the outer edges of this area as well. Blend in the Wicked Lippy with your fingers, or you can use a sponge like this. I used the sponge because it created these scratch-like effects to the skin. I grabbed some moss from the local craft store. Feel free to grab some off the ground or off a tree. I first applied some adhesive, and then I stuck the moss onto the face. Feel free to put this wherever you would like. The more the merrier, in my opinion. Once I had all this on my face, it was easier to see what it was going to look like, so I went in with the NYX contour palette and deepened up my contour just a little bit more to make it a little bit more fierce and a little bit more intense. Don't forget the back neck area. I added more of that trickery Wicked Lippy from NYX with that same sponge and created scratch-like effects on the skin. And then instead of using actual dirt, I used coffee grounds. This is a great alternative for that dirt-like effect, so layer on your favorite adhesive, tilt your head back, and sprinkle the coffee grounds all over where you want the dirt to go. I scrunched up my lips and used that same lipstick that we've been using. I did this because it makes the lips look dry and worn, because I figured a tree woman would look that way. I felt like the eyes needed to be a little bit more menacing, so I added the NYX Primal Colors eyeshadow in the color Hot Black all over the eyelid area. I laid down some prosthetic adhesive and added some actual tree bark that I found on the ground, and then I also added some moss around it. I did this all over the arms and legs. You could really get creative with this step and put it wherever you want on the arms. Add more scratches with the sponge and the Wicked Lippy. And don't forget to add those coffee grounds to make it look like you've been rolling around in the dirt. I let down my hair and teased the crap out of it, and then I'm going in with Redken's Windblown Hairspray. This gave a lot of texture to the hair and helped it so that I could tease it, and as you can see, once I sprayed it in my hair, the hair stood straight up, and I was so excited because I wanted this to look really rough and just all over the place. And then last minute, I decided to add some more of that trickery Wicked Lippy to the lips to make it a little bit more pigmented. And your former fairy, creepy moss-covered tree lady is complete. I am so excited to be a part of the Nyx Face Awards, and I need your help to continue on in the competition. If you think I've earned a spot in the top 20, you can click the link down below in the description box and vote 3 times a day per person starting right now this second until Friday, May 27th. There is absolutely no way I can do it without you guys, and I would truly be honored to make it to the next round. Don't forget to show your love and support by hashtagging Fox Squad on all social media, and tell your kids, tell your wife, because we in the Nyx Face Awards.